friends. So this is Mrs. Leisure, and I am back, and we are going to continue to do some brain exercises. So let's go ahead and look at this page I have in front of us. The first thing we're going to look at is up in the top left-hand corner where it says write WR or KN to finish each word. So when I look at the first word here and it has app, I need to decide if I'm going to put WR or KN. So this could be rap or nap, but I do know that nap is not spelled KNAP, but I do know that rap is, as I'm going to wrap a present. Okay. The next word we need to decide, we have IST. Are we going to make it wrist or NIST? Well, I don't think NIST is a word, so we're going to try WR, and we all know what a wrist is right here. It's our wrist. The next we have OT. So rot is a word, like the vegetable will rot if it sits out, but it's not spelled WROT. And then we have not. So the word not, KNOT, is like if you have a knot on the top of your head. That could be a knot, or maybe you got your shoelaces in a knot. So that is KNOT, knot. Circle the words with one syllable. So we're going to go ahead and clap these words. So get your clapping hands ready. The first word is little. Little. How many? 2. The next word, splash. 1. Let's circle it. Your next word is drip. Drip. 1. Your next word, kitten. 2. We're not going to circle that word. Great. Now it's time to do some rock star writing. Write a sentence about something that is fun to play. I had to brainstorm for a minute. Things that are fun to play. Hide and seek is fun to play. Candyland, Monopoly, Tag. Those games are all fun to play. So I might make a little bit of a list of some games that I like to play. Let's see what we can do. We're going to use capital letters, punctuation, finger spaces, sounding out our words using best spelling, and of course we're going to make sure that our sentence makes sense too. So, something that is fun to play. I think, ink, it is fun to play tag. And then I'm going to write card games because I like different card games. And I'm going to put another comma. And we need one more. And I'm going to go ahead and write board games. Okay, so I'm going to relook at my sentence. I think it is fun to play tag, card games, and board games. Oh, let's put that period in there with that end mark. I use capital letters. Now looking back over my sentence, I think to myself about the game of tag. That could have a capital letter because it's actually a proper name of a game. Like if you said a board game and you said Candyland because it's a proper noun, it might need it. So I'm going to circle this because this is something we might change to a capital T so that it would be a proper noun for a tag. All right. So now our capitals are covered. I know I have the right punctuation. I know I use my best spelling. And my sentence makes sense because I made sure I put commas in to separate my ideas as far as tag and card games. We wanted to make sure and board games were there. So it does make sense. So we are good with that one. Sight words. Write one letter in each box. Spell the words correctly. So all this is matching up letters to make sure that we're seeing the right thing. So a sight word like wrong, it would be W-R-O-N-G. New. Now this isn't like, oh, I want a new bicycle. Wrong. This is the one like, knew it. That's what this one is. This is K-N-E-W. The next word is such an important word to know how to spell as well because a lot of times when we write letters, we finish it with your friend. And this is spelled F-R-I-E-N-D. Our next word is clean, C-L-E-A-N. And our last word is some. Now, this is, I would like some mashed potatoes, not what is the sum of the numbers together. So this is S-O-M-E, some. Now, on this next part, I love these. Circle the words with the same vowel sound as paint. So the same vowel sound. In my garden, there is a snail. Well, this has that. Snail. A blue jay and 3 daisies. Today, I even see a rainbow. Draw my garden. Oh, that's exciting. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to draw the garden. So in my garden, and I know, well, I'll take this one first. There is a snail. Ooh, boy. We're going to check out my drawing abilities. Hold on, everybody. We're going to draw this snail here. Hope my art friends aren't too sad with my abilities to draw snails. So here's my snail. I don't know. I think he looks okay. There's my snail creeping through the garden. There's a blue jay. Oh boy. I might have wanted to practice some of these pictures before I started with you guys, huh? We're gonna do our best. There's my blue jay and 3 daisies. So I'm gonna make sure I draw all 3. Well, okay. Here are my daisies. And a rainbow. So I'm going to do something a little different with that part of it. So I always say make sure you illustrate your picture and then we color the picture too. And that was a big thing in the class. I'd say you need to make sure that there's at least 5 colors in your picture, which this will have more than 5. Okay, we're getting there. I bet a lot of you at home have been doing some great pictures and coloring for sure. Okay, so there's our grass. Let me go ahead and go over some of that there. And then our daisies. I'm just going to make the yellow middles. And then the outsides are going to be, whoopsies, they're going to be that white. And of course, if we have a blue jay, he needs to be a blue. Looking for my blue crayon. This will work. Little cute blue jay. There's our blue jay. And then we have our snail. I'm going to make him purple. So here's our snail. So it matches, and then we said there's a rainbow, so I'm going to go ahead, red, orange, remember the Roy G. Biv? Red, orange, gonna do a yellow, and then we'll do a green. There we go, green. That blue crayon keeps trying to hide from me. The blue, these are sparkly. And of course I'm going to put a little purple at the end of the rainbow. There you go. So there, in my garden there is a snail, a blue jay, 3 daisies, and today I even see a rainbow. So we made sure we got all of those things in our picture that we wrote about. Let's go ahead and do our math problem. Sheila wrote 25 birthday invitations. She sent some in the mail. She still has 13 invitations to deliver. How many invitations did she send in the mail? So we circle the 25, that's a number that we see, and we also circle the 13 that we see. So we can set up our problem, 25 minus 13. We can subtract the ones first. 5 minus 3 is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. It's a pretty simple problem. And then we can say, the question was, how many invitations did she send in the mail? She sent 12 invitations in the mail. We always try to make sure we do the TTQA. If anybody can remember what that means, it's turn the question around. That's a good way to remember what to do there. And then of course clocks. So we are going to be learning more about telling time, and some of you I'm sure have some understanding of this. This clock says write the time. So when I look, it starts at the 12 and it goes around 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, here I can tell that the hour hand is the shorter hand. It's not quite on the 2. It's in between the 2 and the 3. So that tells me that it's not exactly 2 and it's not exactly 3 o'clock. And now I can see the minute hand is pointing down to the 6, which usually means 30. This wants us to write the numbers to 30, so I'd simply write 2 and then the 30 for 2:30. Let's see what our problem down here is asking us to do. Blank plus 4 equals 74. Well, here are my 4 ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count these quickly, and I can do that because there are 10 frames to figure it out, and I bet some of you already know the answer. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. 70 plus 4 equals 74. Last problem. 14 minus 10 equals, is it 4, 14, or 24? If you said 4, you were correct. Make sure when you're filling in the bubbles, you always fill in the bubble nice and dark so that it can be seen that that's what you did. That'll be important someday for when you take tests. So I hope that you enjoyed reviewing some of our brain exercises. I think it was kind of fun to do that. It was a different way to look at things and review things. Just know that we're all thinking about you, and we can't wait to see all of you again. So take care, work hard, be nice, and take no shortcuts. See you later.